Founder and president of the Encounter Jesus Ministries, Apostle Michael Orokpo, have have something to say about the club Arsenal and his love for the club, and um, you know it's a lot that he said, and I think everybody should be privy to this information. And let's go into the video. Watch what Orokpo is having to say about Arsenal.
I was telling myself, I've traveled to England severally now. I've not visited one stadium. Ha! If it was then, it's from stadiums you'll be seeing selfies during live match. I will record the player and make sure I'm still recording and change the camera. You see that I'm in the stadium. Because some of us followed that snap from Highbury. Before they went to Emirates, we were there. We were there before the Invincibles. We were there. We were there. Those who watch the likes of Tony Adams, these are they here. We were. We thought they are a parlor. Play me. We were there. But it's a distraction. You can watch football, but it's a challenge if you are a fan. So you are keeping track of 38 matches in a season and you are arguing. Oh, Marobakate. Did you read all the patriarchs you read from in the Bible? Did you read that any of them was a fan of the gladiators? It was in their era. They will now tell you Elijah came from church and went to watch a match. None of those things was part of their lives. Even the ones who fell, go and check. Some fell once, they kept their part. You think it's working with God is a careless thing?
You think working with God is a careless thing? So let's build this. Let me give you a profile of Michael Orokpo, apostle. He's done Bachelor of Science in Chemistry, Master of Science in Chemistry. These people are very observant. This apostle is very intelligent. Now, football lovers who know football, from the way he's talking, he's a football lover and loves football and loves Arsenal as a club. But the question is, the son of Arome Osayi, Orokpo, what changed? Why were you a lover of a club and now are you not a lover anymore? In my opinion, Apostle is a lover, but there has been a change of course. To Arsenal fans watching this, big ups to all of you, because you have, one of the greatest apostles to, ever walk this generation is a fan of your club. Is a club not performing, and for that reason, Apostle is, not finding interest anymore? No, absolutely not. Right? He's giving you a history, track record of him loving the club, following the club from those days, maybe before they have, their new stadium. They came to their new location, right? And so what changed? What changed for Orokpo was purpose. He found his purpose in Christ Jesus. And somebody will ask me, so if someone finds their purpose, does it mean to say if they are football lovers, they shouldn't be football lovers anymore? Oh, you are getting it completely wrong. You can't be a football lover. But let's look at schedule. Orokpo has to pray for himself, pray for the family, pray for thousands of church folks. And so he doesn't even have the time anymore. When he was doing the presentation, he mentioned that even when he goes to England, when events are going on with regards to football, those days, when he's in, it means Orokpo has even traveled in those days and has been to stadiums, watched football matches before he became even dominant in the gospel, fraternity. And so those days he could go to the pitch, or the stadium, watch their matches, and then, use their phone to take videos and pictures. And he says even when he's taking the video of the players playing, he will make sure he has to rotate the camera to see him. That okay, it's Orokpo right there taking the shots. What has changed? Purpose. So the man has now been scheduled in a day, in a week, in a month, in a year, that he doesn't even have time anymore. Doesn't mean to say football is evil. Doesn't even mean to say Arsenal is performing bad, because in the past 3 years, Arsenal happened to be in the top four of the Premier League. Oh, yes. Go check the table from last 3 years till now. Okay. And so that is the bit. What changed for Orokpo is purpose. He's just found his purpose and said, no, I have been driven. He has driven himself so well that he doesn't even have time anymore. He will find himself listen, let me tell you something. To prove to you that what Michael Orokpo is saying about him not really finding interest anymore is that Orokpo, right? Orokpo happened to be in England in recent days, and he's been there for programs. And then Dancing Oyeken was part of the program, and Hubert Angel Jr., even Hubert Angel Jr. was even in the program. And those of you guys who are addicted to, who like TikTok, I wouldn't say addicted, and like, I mean, for a good cause, you like watching these videos, you see shots of Michael Orokpo and then Uber Angel Jr. and then Dansinoyeke on stage, ministering and all that. They give microphone to, that's just a digression, right? They give microphone to Uber Angel Jr. and he was ministering in a short while. The man is in England, and even we have the Premier League going on right now, but he still doesn't go to stadium. I mean, Arsenal, to us, I'm talking to Arsenal is going to play Mancity very soon, right? Arsenal have played um, Brighton. Arsenal have played, against so many clubs. He didn't go there to watch. What changed? He has found purpose, and he is driven to that purpose. There is a drive. There is a career, and he even gladiators, right? In those days, gladiators, people who don't know gladiators are, you know, but men fighting men. So it's like boxing of this modern day boxing. But that one was very brutal because it's battle to the death. It's battle to death, right? It's crazy. Ain't nobody gonna lie to you about this. Very crazy battle to the death. So those days we have the apostles there. Why don't they? You wouldn't have a record in the Bible referencing that any apostle, even those one that flopped, you wouldn't have it that any apostle went to watch gladiators. No. So he means to say that to be great as these apostles that he's having to have as his how do you call it, like people he look up to, right? He couldn't have messed up. He don't want to mess up. So he has scheduled himself and driven himself to his course and purpose. And that's all the bit that I have for you. Is Arsenal going to win the league? Huh, that I can't say right now, right? Is Man City going to win? I can't say anything right now. Is Michael Orokpo saying Arsenal is going to win? That's on the whole topic. No, right? But trust me, Arsenal is performing so well, and we are just some few weeks into the league. And so let's see what happens. This is what Michael Orokpo have to say about the club, and it's beautiful. My name is Chodanisi, and I love to break down gospel messages like this. Make sure to subscribe, share, and like this video. I'm out.